If you're in an online relationship with a Filipina, have you considered just how important creating a regular date night or even a special date night with your Filipina can be, and how it can strengthen the relationship as you wait to be together in person? I can tell you from my own experience just how important this was in keeping us connected as a couple, and right here in this video I'll give you some great information and tips on how you too can set up your own regular date nights that your Filipina, and most likely you, will absolutely love. So buckle up and be sure to stay with me here. Now, anyone in a relationship with a Filipina will know that they love romantic things in life. Some of you guys may think that things like date nights may be a little corny, but rest assured that your Filipina will be impressed when you go to the trouble of organising such a date night. And best of all, she'll think it's all your idea and not an idea from an amazing channel on YouTube. I've mentioned in previous videos around having date nights, and I got some really good feedback from you guys who did this and reported to me that their Filipina was so impressed, and yes, they even admitted to enjoying it themselves. The reality of the situation right now is that you guys are oceans away in different countries, and you can't touch and hold each other. So you need to find another way to really connect. Yes, having regular video chats and finding out how each other's day was and so on is certainly a good way to keep in touch. And that will certainly help you guys to connect at some level and keep the relationship moving forward. But having regular date nights will take your online relationship to a new level that can only be a benefit to you and your Filipina. And as I say, Filipinas love these sorts of things because they're very fun-loving and young at heart. And if you go to the trouble to think of such a thing, you can certainly be sure that she'll adore you for it. Just think of a date night like this. If you guys were physically together, would you take her out most likely to do something fun every week? Or perhaps to go for a meal at a nice restaurant? Simply, it's what people do when they first start any relationship anywhere in the world. Unless, of course, your name is Scrooge. Being that you can't do this in person together, you need to get a little more creative and still give both of you the same sort of feeling that you're on a date together. After all, it's all part of the excitement in being in a new relationship. You can either talk to her about it and see her eyes light up as you mention regular date nights, or for the very first time you can make it more of a surprise. But for it to be a surprise, you may need to enlist the help of one or two of her relatives. So much more organisation and planning is needed this way, but she will be truly shocked when she realises what's happening and you'll get to see it all on a video call. So the first way is simply, as I say, running the idea by her and say how you think it will create some fun and excitement and will help the two of you to bond even more. Of course, you'll see her eyes light up at the thought of going on a date with you. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video and channel, then be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos. Now, when the two of you are discussing how your date night will work, it's important for you to know what things you may need to help her to buy so it can be a nice experience. You could make it really low-key and simple, where the two of you simply cook your own food and eat together on a video call while you have great conversation. Or you may want to make it a little more special and have a candle or two burning in your house and hers. Each of you may decide to get a nice takeaway meal picked up or delivered, so it becomes more like a real date in a restaurant where the two of you don't need to worry about cooking. You can even find out her favourite songs and have some nice soft music playing. It's really all about setting a nice romantic mood that you both will love and be very relaxed in. Now, if you wanted to make it an extra special date night, and that could be for a very special occasion such as birthdays, you'll need to have some help here of a relative that you can trust not to give the game away to your Filipina. For this, you need to organise with the relative to get a nice new dress that they know your Filipina will love from the store, and have it boxed up with a nice ribbon on it. You may also want to send some money to your helper to buy a nice gift if it's a special occasion, such as a birthday, which is separate from the dress. And of course, you may want to send the helper 1,000 pesos or so for all her trouble in helping you to pull this off. Have the relative organise a time or place where your Filipina will be alone so she can fully concentrate on her date with you. This could even mean her going to a relative's house where she'll have more privacy. Find out what your Filipina's most favourite food is and have your helper pick up the food just before your date is due to commence. And don't forget something nice to drink, but be careful not to assume she may like alcohol, because some Filipinas won't touch it. And as I said before, have some nice candles or incense burning to help set the mood. Have her favourite music ready, and for an extra nice touch, you can actually watch a movie together or watch music clips if you have MP4 files that you can upload to Streamyard, for example. For those of you that don't know what Streamyard is, then briefly, it's what many YouTube creators who do live streams on YouTube use for those live streams. So whilst eating dinner or after dinner, you can play a video or music clips in the main part of the screen that both of you can see, and you can also have yourself and your Filipina in smaller video screens on the left side of the computer. So in this way, you can fully interact in real time with your Filipina, much the same way as you would if together, minus the touching of course. But to me, this is a fantastic way to celebrate a special occasion together, and you know that your Filipina will be made to feel very special, and this will show her how much you think about her and care for her. And by the way, I have a link in the pinned comment and description where you can use Streamyard for free. And even if you do the regular weekly date nights that we spoke about earlier, where you both discuss the idea and it's a little more low-key but still very special, she'll be sure to love that as well. And you can be sure that what I've said here in this video is only the tip of the iceberg. So get creative and think of more ways that your Filipina will love when having a date night with you. And be sure to pop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.